Hi folks, and welcome to the West Edmonton Mall. It's Mike Gould alongside Conrad Krauser on ASTV as we are here at the 33rd Annual Brick Invitational Tournament, ready to get going for this game between teams Brick Alberta and the BC Canucks. And Conrad, as you can hear behind us, it is real loud in here.
The fans are getting raucous, and we do have an illegal siren against the bylaws here at the West Edmonton Mall. But you know, I'm just glad the fans are getting into it.
Yeah, it's extremely loud. That's all we're gonna say. As we have,
even with our headsets on.
Yeah, and we have our home team essentially, Team Brick Alberta, playing in this one, and we have both levels. You can see it behind us of our viewing areas that are completely full, pretty much, here for this game between the two teams representing the two westernmost provinces in Canada.
You know, both of these teams had their struggles at the U11 age group. So it'll be interesting to see if those struggles continue into the 12 age group. But I think there's extra motivation for both of these two teams right now.
It remains to be seen who our starting goaltenders will be. We have Team Alberta wearing a very Detroit Red Wings inspired uniform of white and red. You can sort of see them behind me over my left shoulder here.
Appropriate for 4th of July, the red, white, and blue.
Yes, indeed. And with the Canucks, you can't see them, you can barely see them behind Conrad over his shoulder there. You can see them wearing uniforms of black, red, and yellow, very similar to their NHL counterparts.
Yeah, and similar to their counterparts, I've heard that they are expected to be a young but high-scoring team.
Well, we'll see if there's any Elias Petterssons or Niels Hoaglanders out there on the ice when we take to action here on this day, or on this game, on this day one of our 33rd Invitational Brick Tournament here in West Edmonton Mall, as these two teams will do battle in this battle of the Western Provinces here on ASTV.
And the question is, Mike, does the pattern continue? We've gone 2-1 game, 2-1 game, blowout, blowout. If the pattern is to continue, 2-1 game, this might be another low-scoring affair.
Well, Conrad, there is absolutely nothing to suggest that that is not a pattern that is being created by the hockey gods, so I think you are absolutely right. It will be a low-scoring game ahead of us here at West Edmonton Mall.
But the hockey gods have removed one factor from this game. They've got us a good cloud cover looking all over our sky that we can see here through the domed arch cathedral of hockey that is this Ice Palace. So we won't have the glare be as much of a factor in this one.
We've seen it throughout both tournaments, a checkerboard pattern of sorts on the ice, as both teams have to navigate through that with all the light coming in through our massive, massive array of windows over top our ice surface here at West Ed. So,
in fact, why don't we go to the ice level camera now, show you what we're talking about. You can see that even though we're showing the brook end here, the ice is an even color. That will mean that throughout the game, hopefully, we'll continue that way. And now you can see the Vancouver end all the same all the way down. In those early morning matchups, you will see that one end, the south end here of our beautiful ice surface at the Palace, does get more sun. So it's appropriate that we switch sides in the game of hockey.
Now, I don't know if anybody from Team Brick Alberta is watching or listening to this broadcast here on ASTV. I like your uniforms, but I have one request. I cannot read those names.
Yeah, they are very difficult. And they're one of the few teams that actually has 3 uniforms.
Yeah.
This one being the most difficult to read.
I understand the appeal of the aesthetic look to it.
Give us a black name bar. Give us a black bar behind it.
It is absolutely impossible to read. Maybe even a blue name bar to fit in with the theme. But yeah, just one thing that we would request maybe for a future tournament, because I'm just sitting here in the broadcast booth and I have absolutely no idea who anybody on that team is without having to look at my sheet and find the jersey numbers. But we will power through here at West Edmonton Mall, here at this 33rd Annual Brick Invitational Tournament.
And you know what? We have had comments from all of the kids and parents that they are tuning in. They are watching. So thank you to all of the 2012s that tuned in to watch us in week 1. And hopefully you're here to get raucous and get loud as, oh my goodness, it just keeps getting louder. It does look like we have a one official system here for this game. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I only see one official over on the far side. We'll see if he's joined by one of his counterparts here at West Edmonton Mall. For now, we're about to get set for the national anthem to be played, so we'll take a step back. Mike Gould, Conrad Krauser here on ASTV, 33rd Annual Brick Invitational here in Edmonton, Alberta.
Yeah, I can't believe there's only one official.
Hello to all people of Turtle Island. As chief, I welcome you here to the Treaty 6 territory. This land has been traditionally before homeland for the native people of Alberta, Inuit, and ancestral territory of the Cree, Dene, Blackfoot, Saulteaux, and the Dakota Sioux people since time immemorial. The recognition of our history on this land is an act of reconciliation, and we honor those who walk with us. Thank you to the national now. Thank you.
We are live here at West Edmonton Mall, and we are just about ready to get underway between teams BC and Alberta, the Battle of the Rockies, here in the 33rd Annual Brick Invitational Tournament.
And the fans certainly are ready. Hopefully the players are ready to match this energy. And I gotta say, Team Alberta has a ton of homemade signs representing the faces and names of every single player. And we got a few handmade signs over on the BC end too. And lots of things you hate. Lots of cowbells, Mike.
Cowbells, noisemakers, clappers, sirens, fans getting into it here at West Edmonton Mall. And we've got a couple of starting goaltenders to tell you about here, and this one is in net for BC will be number 29, Hugo Lee, who played for the Burnaby Winter Club Adam A1 last season. And at the other end, it looks like it will be number 60, Dylan Lavallee, between the pipes for Team Alberta.
And it does look like we are just going to have the one official. He's going to have his work cut out for him as we go into this game here between Alberta and BC. Hopefully he can keep up with the pace because these players have been flying so far.
Lining up there for Team Alberta is Damon Chinsky. His counterpart in the dot for BC is Nolan Gallagher. And we are underway as BC has the puck to start things off. Alberta down the near side battling for it. They come away with it. It comes up top where it's taken there by Gillespie, who sends it down low. Giving chase there is Chinsky. Chinsky hands it off. That pass went past his teammate. And sending it all the way down the ice for Team BC is Alexander Iechkin. And that'll be the first whistle of the game, 22 seconds in.
Not an offside to start the game, but an icing, giving Team Brick Alberta that opening offensive zone faceoff if they can win it.
That's Rowan Odie who wins the draw for Team Brick Alberta. Long shot there, sails high, might have glanced off a stick.
Of note, we did see this Vancouver goaltender in our previous tournament, Hugo Lee.
Indeed we did, who plays out of Burnaby, the Vancouver suburb there down on the west coast, and now BC has the puck in the offensive zone, and it's dropped back. A long shot there, deflects on goal. Oh, maybe off the goal post. Close call there for BC, and now one of their players is dropped after the whistle, and there will be a face-off inside the Alberta zone, 11:09 on the clock.
And our official did say, hey, none of that, last warning already. Trying to keep the control of this game.
Face-off will be inside the Alberta zone here, to the left of the goaltender. Now it comes up top. A long shot there is blocked. Up top again, it's sent back down low by Jack Boydell. Team BC on the puck. That pass in front, deflected off a skate, and is still below the goal line.
So Mike, tell me if I'm incorrect, but we only saw Hugo Lee come in relief in the 2011 tournament.
That might be true. I can't remember off the top of my head. Now a shot from a sharp angle there by Team Alberta, knocked away by Lee. I believe for most of that tournament it was Gavin Craig between the pipes.
It was.
For BC.
Started all 5 games.
Now Boydell gets it in, but not deep for Team BC, and now back on the puck is Killian Wall. Up the near side, Calvano into the middle, taken there by Ekremadula. Ekremadula lost control of the puck. BC back on it. They dump it in, deflected off a stick, and goes down. No icing on the play. Alberta back on the puck. There's a turnover, though, and now it comes up high, kept in at the point by Dean Pela. Now it comes out to center, and BC forced to regroup.
With the amount of cowbells, I almost feel I'm at a ski slope starting line. Oh my goodness. Raucous.
Lots of cowbell. Now it comes back out to center. Alberta back on it, comes up the near side, and now back into the BC zone.
I think that's maybe the one instance where we need less cowbell.
Probably. Now through the middle, Gallagher up to a stick, couldn't get it across the blue line. Not very much flow in the opening few minutes of this first period.
That feeling out process certainly has to be said as important. Because reminder, a lot of these teams did not get to practice for up to 9 months due to the COVID epidemic and the rules in place here north of the border.
Now down low, Alberta trying to jar it free. They do. Out in front, and that one was knocked away there from Ian Klim. Now out at center, BC down the right side. Liebel was knocked off the puck. BC forced to regroup back out at center, but one of their players is caught way offside. That was Mason Liebel. And there will be a face-off in the neutral zone with 8:59 on the clock in this first period.
I feel bad for our official Dobson's legs, because he's probably going to have to do 2 or 3 games all solo here.
And now BC trying to find that puck in the neutral zone. Alberta sends it forward. BC back on it. They go D to D, and now it's sent up through the middle of the ice. After it there was Cooper McBride. Now it's taken by St. Louis. There comes St. Louis down the right side. St. Louis from a sharp angle. That shot is knocked aside there by Lee. Sent back down in deep by Team Alberta. BC takes over. And now through the middle, it's taken there by McBride. Here comes McBride. Down Main Street. McBride backhands it on goal, and swallowing it up there for Team Alberta is the goaltender Dylan Lavallee.
Cohen St. Louis exemplifying what we saw earlier in the 2011's tournament. The rover defenseman, the Cale Makar-esque, not afraid to turn into that fourth forward.
Team Alberta trying to find that puck down the near side. BC has it up top. That long shot knocked away, and Team Alberta brings it out to center. Out of there is Kramer. Kramer down the right side, stops up, fires a shot, and a kick save made by Lee. Alberta couldn't quite find it down low. BC now up the near side. Ekremadula gets it out to center ice, and out of there is Calvano, but it's lifted away from him, and now bringing it back in is Rowan Odie. Odie's shot is blocked. He's back on it now. Odie down low, spins away. Odie still trying to protect the puck away from a couple of BC defenders. Now BC gets it up the near side, and they'll skate it through the middle. That pass connects, but Calvano had it knocked off his stick. Now Calvano picks it up again. Down the right side, spins. Calvano still with the puck. Calvano up top. Calvano with a shot that deflects just wide of the goal. And picking it up in the corners, Ekromadula. Comes up top. Alberta tries to chip it out to center, but they can't. It's kept alive there by Iechkin. Sent down low. That one missed by a decent amount. And now up top, Tash can't keep it alive. Fired back into BC territory. Far enough for an icing.
You mentioned it missed the net by a fair amount. Didn't miss our spectators by very much. But we talked about our goaltenders. I'm going to bring up a little point here. Hugo Lee is about 3 or 4 inches taller than every player on the ice here.
Yeah.
I got to wonder if you're Team Alberta, if you're used to facing a goaltender that tall and has that much reach.
And I just want to say it again. If there are any jersey designers listening to our broadcast here on ASTV, I'm having a difficult time reading the BC name bars as well. So just bear with me on the broadcast here as we'll do our best to read all the different names. When we
Give
get
the names a yellow outline.
Oh, just make them yellow.
That looked like it went off a glove on the bench, but
It might have. And now BC back on the puck. That's Tash who advances it forward. Now BC brings it in. I believe that's Iechkin, helped out by Tyson on the left side. That one bounced wide, and now it's Gallagher. Gallagher finds his man up top. A long shot there, skips just wide. And now Wall creeping in, sends it to the middle where it's knocked away by Alberta. Up the near side, kept in by Wall. Long shot there is gloved down by, I believe that's St. Louis.
that may be the most appropriate name for a defenseman ever. Wall. That's what you want. Maybe better as a goalie name, actually.
And pardon me to the St. Louis family as we look on the pronunciation sheet here. It is indeed pronounced St. Louis, so we will correct that going forward. And down on the near side, BC brings it out to center.
You're so used to pronouncing it like Marty St. Louis, the new, no longer interim coach of the Montreal Canadiens.
And now BC lifts it out to center and into the Alberta zone. Back onto there is Tilsley. Tilsey blows a tire there and BC takes over. Now BC's players hold down. No call on the play. Alberta looking to break it out down the near side. Taken away by BC. McBride couldn't quite find Ekromadula. Now back on it for BC is Tash. Tash. Oh, almost lost control of it. Now he gets it up the near side where Alberta takes over. Down low, Alberta trying to jar that puck free. They have control. A shot there and a kick save is made by Lee.
And that gets a loud, thought I heard an air horn there, but a loud cheer of approval from the fans in that in that near corner. Oh, and oh my goodness. Know what I've just noticed, Mike? We have the Blue Man Group in behind the Alberta bench.
Oh my, yeah, it's there behind the penalty box there for Team Alberta. We'll see them if a player is sent to the box. Now a shot by BC, and the save is made by the goaltender for Team Alberta. That's Dylan LaValle.
They're taking the place of the Green Men, infamously of the Vancouver Canucks. Right by the penalty box, ready to get in the heads.
So the BC Canucks have their own cheering section located prominently behind the Team Alberta penalty box. We'll see if the distraction becomes a factor. Long shot tipped on goal, and LaValle makes the save.
Speaking of distractions, something that teams really took advantage of in the 2011s tournament was layers of screens, trying to get as many people between that shot from the point and net as possible. Haven't seen that yet.
Now a long shot deflects on goal, and a glove save is made by LaValle. His best of the game so far keeps this one scoreless.
Threw a little extra flourish on that one. Definitely made sure the ref knew it was safely inside that catching net. One back to the corner.
And now sent down low. Alberta picks it off, and they bring it back out to center. Down the left side, they carry it into the attacking end. A shot there is stopped by Lee. The rebound is directed just wide.
Lee could not close that catcher's mitt upon the puck.
And now back on it is St. Louis. St. Louis spins away from an attacker and sends it out to center ice where BC takes control. They dump it right back in. St. Louis with that puck, skates it out himself. St. Louis down the right side. Tried to pull the trigger there, but was knocked away from him by Hill. Alberta with it down low. It's reversed, and now BC looks to take over. On it there is Wall. Wall up ahead, finds his man, but Kim keeps it alive for a moment for Team Alberta. Now St. Louis dumps it back in and goes off for a line change with 3:30 to play in this first period. Out at center. BC brings it in down the right side. It's poked forward there by Ekremadula. Now Alberta takes over. It's sent up the far side, and BC keeps it alive at the point. Again, kept in by BC. One more time, and now finally Alberta sends it back out to safety. Now a turnover. Alberta with the puck inside the offensive zone only for a moment. BC brings it right back out. They cross the blue line. Alberta finds it. And bringing it out now for Alberta. Down the near side is Hipkins. Hipkins dump in. He gets it right back. Hipkins shoots. And that one sails high.
So, Mike, this early first period definitely bears resemblance to the Western Select CCM Chicago match that we just called. Not a lot of connecting of passes. A little bit disjointed.
And shots on goal just 4-3 here in the dying minutes of this opening frame, favoring the Canucks. Up top, Canucks have the puck. They send it down low. Giving chase there for the Canucks in front. A shot and a save is made by LaValle.
Smart little play there, just dropping the puck off to Jason LeBeau. Not able to get the shot they wanted on it, but you know, it's a sign of things to come. You're starting to build a little bit of confidence in the O-zone.
Close call there for Mason Liebel indeed, as he looks to give BC a 1-0 lead over Team Alberta late in this first period. Now Team Alberta trying to break the puck out of their own zone, but it's kept into the point there by Wall. Wall's long shot is knocked down by Team Alberta, and they will send it all the way back into the neutral zone. BC back on it. That pass to the middle is received, brought in by Liebel. Liebel's shot is blocked by St. Louis. Another drive by Liebel deflects wide. On it there now for BC. In front was Tietz. A chance. Liebel couldn't get it on goal. Up top, another long shot is blocked by Team Alberta. And bring it out to center now is Jackson Kramer. Kramer down the right side. That was blocked by the Canucks. And now bring it out is McBride. McBride to the line and just out as the referee calls that one an offside. Face-off will be in the neutral zone with 1:19 to play in the first period.
You know, both teams starting to build their flow a little bit. And I've seen coaching on the bench from both sides. You see it right now for the Team Alberta bench with the D-men. And I've seen it with all of the forwards kind of looking over at the coaching tablet.
Now Alberta bringing in a shot, a glove save. The rebound was loose, and BC sweeps it away. Alberta still on it down low. With it there is Fetter in front, a chance. That one's blocked. That one comes up top to Gillespie. Last minute of play, that one's blocked by the Canucks. Puck still loose and now swept away by BC. Comes up top where Tilsley keeps it alive. On that left side, it's Chinsky up top. The Alberta player is knocked down. No call on the play, and BC brings it out to center. Now a move made there by BC. That was Calvano who lost control. Now he gets it back down low. Calvano leaves it for his teammate, and now Alberta takes over. Alberta chips it out to center. Back on it. The Canucks have it. They advance it. Here comes Calvano. 2-on-2. Fires a shot. And a bit of a glove save made there by St. Louis.
Almost a street hockey glove save there.
Now Wall fires it back down low. Gallagher gives chase. Alberta comes up with it. They chip it, but they can't get it past the defense. Just 5 seconds on the clock here in this first period. And the puck's going to be sent up the far side boards. That should do it for our opening frame between these two teams.
And I might have jinxed it. We did start to get some pretty bad glare there in that last minute. But, you know, both teams didn't really seem to be all that phased. as if they were ready to join in on this action here in the first period.
Shots favoring the Canucks 5-4 after one period of play. Team Brick Alberta still looking for its first goal of this game, as are the BC Junior Canucks.
Mirrors our first game almost eerily so.
And
Both teams having chances, but none able to find the back of the twine.
And this is a good time to tell you that this game is brought to you by the Brick Warehouse. Lots of good furniture to buy there at the Brick. We've got one location inside West Edmonton Mall, down at the far side over by Galaxyland.
And just for so you know, we haven't had a power play yet, but all power plays are brought to you by the CANUCKS Advisory Group at Scotia Wealth Management. At the CANUCKS Advisory Group, Scotia Wealth Management, we share a passion for our community. We believe wealth is about more than just money. Who will be the first to cash in this game? Mike, who's really stood out so far for you thus far?
I've liked Cohen St. Louis on the blue line for Team Alberta, been very strong, preventing Team BC from getting a whole lot of shot opportunities there, but really it's been a pretty conservative period played by both teams, and I'm looking forward to see what happens in this middle frame.
I think someone whose name we've said a lot so far as well is Brock Calvano, forward from BC. Let's see if they can break the score.
And we're back underway. A long shot there flies just wide, and now it comes back up top. BC in the slot, a shot there tips on goal, and a kick save is made by LaValle. Alberta still after that puck down low. BC comes away with it. BC pressing for this game's first goal. Alberta looking to clear the zone, they can't. Kept in by Wall up top. Down low after it for BC is Iachkin. Sharp angle, now it comes into the near corner. And now Alberta gets it back out to center ice. BC looking to advance the puck forward, they dump it in. Alberta back on it. Within there is Deacon Gillespie. Gillespie up the near side. And BC trying to keep it alive. Alberta trying to clear the zone. As this has been sort of the story of the last 10 minutes of regulation time. It's just been sort of BC bringing it back in. Alberta trying to dump it out. Now Alberta might have a 2-on-1. Here comes Kim with Hipkins. Kim to Hipkins. Scores! Meyer Hipkins. And Team Alberta, against the flow of play, strikes first.
Not getting the shot away that I'm sure they wanted. But you know what? The shot you want is the one that goes in the goal. Doesn't matter how much pace it's got on it. It can crawl across the goal line. For all that, the scorebook cares.
Meyer Hipkins deflecting that pass by Kim through the wickets of the goaltender to make it a 1-0 lead for Team Alberta in this one.
Yeah, I wonder if Hugo Lee is used to his height yet. Being that tall at that young of an age can sometimes lead to a little bit of a growing phase, where you're not sure how to control all your limbs, not sure to control that 5-hole, which is where that puck managed to slide through.
And now here comes Alberta again. It's White down the left side. White fires it down low. Giving chase there for Team Alberta's Rowan Odie. Now it's sent up the near side. Alberta had to be careful not to have too many men on the ice there. Now it's backhanded down low, and Alberta picks it up again. On the right side, Odie chips it down low. Helped out there by Carter White. White and Odie. Now it's Odie on the puck. Sharp angle shot stop. The rebound. Another save made by Lee. Odie keeps it in. Alberta with the puck in the O-zone. Up top, a shot there is blocked. Coming off the bench. Shooting that one was Olsen.
That puck bounced right on Olsen's stick. Might have been one of the better attempts on goal if he hadn't hit a leg just in front of him.
St. Louis fires it down low. Team Alberta with lots of pressure in this second period now after scoring this game's first goal. BC back on it. And at the right face-off circle, it's backhanded out to center. St. Louis pumps it right back in. Now BC skates it across the red line, and they dump it into the Alberta zone. They peel off for a wholesale line change with 9:20 to play in this second period.
So while we have a second, the assists on that goal went to Ian Kim and Deacon Gillespie.
Down the left side, BC with the puck. A long shot there. Skips wide. On it now for BC is Tyson. Comes up top. Here's a chance. A shot there is kicked aside by LaValle. Off that initial drive by Jack Boydell. BC trying to force some turnovers down there. They do. On it there now from the left side. A shot deflects on goal. That was Iachkin who took it. And the glove save again made by LaValle.
LaValle not taking any chances. Looked like that puck was going well wide, but snared in that catching mitt. And all of his players making sure to come in and give him a tap on the pads, appreciating the effort.
8:44 to go in this second period of action here at West Edmonton Mall, with Team Brick Alberta taking a 1-0 lead off that first goal by Meyer Hipkins. Puck is up for grabs at center ice. Alberta dumps it in. They were on the wrong side of center, but they're going to say no ice. And now BC is back on it. Puck sent up the near side and kept alive at the point. Nice move there by Tilsley. In front, a chance here for Alberta. They couldn't get the shot on goal. Now BC brings it out to center ice. Down the right side, it's Iachkin who cuts in. Iachkin forced away by Team Alberta. Sends it up top for Shuker. Long shot there, sails on goal. And the save is made by LaValle.
Definitely had a few layers of traffic there, as I talked about heading into this period. Definitely a good chance to take that shot from the point.
8 minutes on the clock in this second period.
As we're serenaded by the famous song Gloria.
The St. Louis Blues Stanley Cup victory song, and you're going to be sure that St. Louis on Team Alberta will be looking to take this one after scoring this game's first goal earlier in this second period. Up the near side, Alberta brings it out, down the right, here they come. That was Odie who had the puck knocked off his stick, but he finds it back along the right side. He's helped out down there, and on there is Carter White. Now up top, here's a chance for Alberta. They couldn't get the puck on net. Comes up top, a long shot by St. Louis. Is blocked again en route. Now BC gets it out to center. That's Liebel down the left side. Liebel cuts in, has the puck swatted away from him. And Team Alberta will clear the zone. They send it too far all the way down the ice, and it will be an icing against Alberta.
I'm trying to read what the sign that the Blue Man Group is having on there. They got a little piece of orange paper in their hand. It says alert, but I can't get the rest of it. But I can hear their cowbell, certainly. Oh, boy.
Ricky Martin bringing us our next face-off here at West Edmonton Mall. Off the draw, comes over to the near side. Alberta trying to jar it free, but instead it's BC with it. Now down low, Alberta sends it up the near side. Both teams trying to find it. Up top, it's taken by Boydell, who sends it down low. Team Alberta with the puck inside their own defensive zone, trying to avoid turning it over. Comes over to the near side for Hayden Swain. Backhanded ahead. Now it's Olsen who carries it in. Olsen fires, and that one slides just wide. Giving chase down the right side. Now it's taken away by Team BC, and it's Calvano. Calvano down the right. Can't get past St. Louis. St. Louis. Calvano from a sharp angle now, and that one's blocked away by Team Alberta. Olsen out at center. Olsen down the left side, shoots, and a glove save is made by Lee. Up to the task, denying that shot by Team Alberta.
So, I gotta make mention, we always make mention of legendary numbers for some of these teams. BC has elected to hand out the number 17, obviously originally worn, well, not originally, but most famously worn by Trevor Linden.
No. 17?
Yep, that's what I'm reading. No, you're right, yeah, that's 16.
17 is Ryan Kessler's number in Vancouver.
Correct.
And now a penalty, pardon me, Conrad, is coming up on the play. It will go against BC. But yes, indeed, number 17, Owen Domanski for BC in this one. Plays a similar game to Ryan Kessler and Linden were relatively similar players.
This is true. Of course, my Googling leads me astray.
And it'll be Iachkin heading to the box for the Canucks.
Oh, And I did see the Alberta door open. So
I think it's just one of the off-ice officials who wants to have a conversation. Now the door is closed with 5:54 to play in this second period.
And players, reminder, you got one official. Bring that puck down to the offensive zone with you.
Yeah, it's just a matter of consideration. And the referee now has the puck and gets ready for this face-off inside the offensive zone for Team Alberta. They look to double their lead here on the power play. Up top, Kim couldn't get the shot off. And now BC knocks it away.
It was a set face-off play trying to draw players away from Kim and then drop that puck back as he crossed over the circle.
On the right side, Alberta has the puck. And in the middle, a shot is deflected out of play by Boydell.
Heads up in the crowd, trying to make sure that no one gets hit. Oh, and we are going to get another biscuit. That's a free brick souvenir to someone in the stands. Hopefully goes to one of our younger fans.
And we should announce that this power play is brought to you by the CANUCKS Advisory Group and Scotia Wealth Management. At the CANUCKS Advisory Group, Scotia Wealth Management, we share a passion for our community, and we believe wealth is about more than just money. Alberta trying to find that puck down low, battling for it there, and they're going to say that was a glove pass by Ian Kim. So the faceoff will come out to center ice.
I'm appropriately confused. I thought Kim gloved it initially. I agree. But I thought he got it with his stick to knock it over to his teammate. But again, there's a reason I'm up here, not on the ice.
Now the faceoff in the neutral zone is won by BC, and they'll fire it all the way into Alberta territory. St. Louis is back on it. St. Louis brings it at his own defensive circle. Now finds Kim up at center. Kim down the right side. Kim fires a shot, and a kick save is made by Lee.
Quite an aggressive forecheck here from the Canucks as they're trying to even prevent zone entries, with both forwards being actually caught behind the rush to break in.
Now Kramer on the near side up top for White. White keeps it alive, and there's going to be a penalty called against Team Alberta on the play. It's going to go against Kramer.
I think that'll be a hook call.
And Kramer's heading back to the bench. He doesn't know that the penalty, or pardon me, it's going to go against St. Louis. No,
it is Kramer.
So there's nobody in the box for Team Alberta. The referee pointed right at Kramer, and now they are going to send him to the penalty box.
No, they're trying to get the attention.
Now Kramer's in the box. So we are ready to go here on this PK.
They blared the horn in the arena, but the fans are so loud the official couldn't hear it.
And now the penalty is finally up on the board, and they've blown the play dead with 4:34, and so it looks like Team BC might get some additional power play time out of this.
I think they're trying to determine how much time had elapsed, and they're trying to subtract it off. The off-ice officials are trying to tell them that that will be the case.
For now, it's still just 1:52 and ticking. Long shot there is deflected wide. Down low, Alberta with a chance, and unable to put that one on goal was Meyer Hipkins. Hipkins, sharp side, and couldn't get that one on goal either. Now Hipkins finds it again, gets it up top, and now the return feed goes between his legs. Down low, the Canucks send it up the near side. Smith keeps it alive. Pardon me, Swain.
It looks like they did manage to get the time ticked off of that penalty.
Now up top, that one's picked off by BC, but they can't clear the zone. Now they do. Through center with it, there is Tyson. Tyson's upended, no call on the play. And now it's sent to the line. Almost too many men there for BC, and maybe now they will call it. Yes, indeed they will.
Yeah, they are calling it.
Wow.
Oh. Chaos here at the Ice Palace at West Edmonton Mall.
And the next faceoff will be all the way back down in BC territory. We've got 105 of 4-on-4 play coming up next.
Trying to decide who will be the player that goes in the box to serve. That will be number 12 serving the too many men penalty.
That's Grayson Akramanula. So
the longest name in this tournament.
Probably. And now the face-off coming up inside BC territory. And the draw is won by BC. They'll look to break it out, and they do, but it's taken over quickly by Alberta. Now it's Klimke down the left side. Klimke sends it in down low. Olsen gives chase, but BC back on it first. That pass through the middle. Now it's sent back out to center. St. Louis bringing it back in for Alberta. St. Louis's shot is deflected into the near corner. Giving chase after it for Team Alberta is Nash Klimke. Klimke's sharp angle shot stopped there by Lee. Wall sends it over to the near side for Boydell, but he can't reach it. Gillespie's long shot just skitters wide. BC back on it down low. With it there is Killian Wall. Wall up the far side, taken there by Demansky. Demansky out to center, streaking after it there is Gallagher. Gallagher fell to the ice, had it knocked away from him. Alberta unable to clear though.
And so the penalty that was on the board was actually about 10 seconds. They didn't remove the 10 seconds. They just let him go 10 seconds early.
And now Alberta gets it out to center. Kim down the left side. Kim's shot along the ice is kicked aside by Lee.
And just a reminder, this power play is brought to you by Kachuk Advisory Group at Scotia Wealth Management.
And now on it is Chinsky, a shot. That one goes wide to the left, and Boydell fires it all the way to the line. Not out. Look out, almost too many men again there for Team Alberta.
Similar scenario. The player stepped onto the ice. I don't know why that one wasn't called if you're going to call the other.
Now down low, Schuker up the near side boards. Taken there by Tietz, but it's taken over by Alberta. Alberta with the puck. Down low in the offensive zone. That's Easton Martin after it. Now it's Boydell. Back on it for BC. Boydell sends it up the near side. After it there is Tyson Tietz. Tietz collides with an Alberta player in the near corner, and the puck is still loose up for grabs. Finally, the referee blows the whistle, and there will be a face-off inside the BC defending zone. Back at 5-on-5 with 1:27 to go in this second period.
You know, I hate to say it, but it bears repeating. Same script as we've seen. I didn't get up early enough to watch our first couple of games, but I've heard from our other commentary team that this is certainly how the game did go early this morning. The morning games, both the Toronto Bulldogs versus Toronto Pro Hockey and Connecticut Junior Rangers versus Saskatchewan Junior Bats, following a very similar line of play.
Team Alberta trying to jar that puck free in the offensive zone, looking to take a 2-0 lead here in this second period with just over a minute on the clock. Team BC picks it up, but again, they're unable to clear.
Shots are now even between these two squads.
Shot from up top, that one deflects wide. BC back on it, but Wall can't break it out. Down there for Alberta is Odie. Odie helped out by Martin. Martin down low. Martin spins away from a defender. Tried to find Odie with the return feed, knocked away by BC. BC up the middle, and again kept alive by Alberta. BC is stuck in neutral right now, and they're careening dangerously to reverse.
Still can't get it out.
Chinsky keeps it alive, backhanded down low there by Martin. Back on it for BC is Wall. Wall gives it back to his defense partner. That's Jordan Tash. Tash gives it up. Alberta down low, couldn't get the shot off. My goodness.
Got some tired legs here for the BC Canucks.
Down low, that pass up front is deflected away by BC, and finally they get it out to center ice, but Alberta takes over one more time. That one's sent back into BC territory as time expires, and after 24 minutes of play here in this game at the 33rd Annual Brick Invitational Tournament, it's Team Alberta leading the BC Junior Canucks 1-0.
Not for lack of scoring chances, going both ways. But you know, they don't count scoring chances. They count the pucks that go past that red goal line.
And in that second period, especially at the end, it was a lot of Alberta that we saw there, looking for a 2-0 lead.
And it was a lot of zone time.
Oh, tons.
Definitely taking advantage of a cycling game here. And I think Alberta's appreciating the work that Lee's putting in. He was giving fist bumps to his own teammate and was getting a bunch of them from Alberta who are now heading off the ice as well.
And Lee chats with LaValle as they both head off the ice here in what has been a bit of a goaltender's duel.
And they both head off with a smile. That's what you love about this age group. It isn't animosity, it's mutual respect.
Well, we will take a quick step back here at the West Edmonton Mall Ice Palace, as after 2 periods of play, it's Team Brick Alberta leading Team BC Canucks 1-0. Mike Gould here for Conrad Krausert. We'll see you in just a moment.
Welcome to Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mountain Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment. At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack.
We are ready to go here at West Edmonton Mall for our intermission package of highlights and our brief discussion. Mike Gould with Conrad Krauser here on ASTV as its team Brick Alberta leading the BC Junior Canucks 1-0 after one period of play. And before we get into the highlight, Conrad, what was one of your main takeaways from that first 24 minutes of action?
It's a tale of two periods, really. The BC Junior Canucks definitely dominated the first, and Team Brick Alberta took over in the second. The ice was tilted either way. You had your majority of your Canucks chances coming in the first 12 minutes, and the Team Alberta from then on was applying pressure the whole way through.
You want to talk about ice being tilted. I think it was about as tilted as K2. Alberta had every chance in that last 5 minutes of that second period. After they scored, it was real rough sledding for BC.
Yeah, and that's not to say it won't change. We've seen lots of changes throughout this tournament, lots of even play turning to uneven play and vice versa. So I guess we'll have to just wait and see what the third brings. But you spoke of that goal. Let's bring it up on the screen.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at Team Alberta's opening goal of this game at the 33rd Annual Brick Invitational Tournament, coming onto our screen in just a couple of moments here on ASTV. Yep. Okay, we'll get to it in a moment. We'll see it up on the screen in just a little bit, as it was a 2-on-1 by Team Alberta that was deflected in by Meyer Hipkins. It was a bit of a weird goal, Conrad. Let's discuss it before it comes up on screen here. What happened on that play?
Yeah, it was just kind of a broken play almost. Not like it was drawn up at any stage of the imagination. You saw that it was, I can't remember the order of the assist, but I think it was Deacon Gillespie. Kind of dumped it in.
Yeah.
Kind of bounced around. Might have gone off the stick of Ian Kim, who got the secondary assist, but eventually found a way to Myers Hipkins' stick. And just a good shot, but not the best shot I've ever seen.
Yeah, the way that I remember it, and we will get the highlight to you shortly, it was Ian Kim who had the puck on the left side of the offensive zone, and the puck gets sent over into the middle of the ice. It was a bit of a fragmented 2-on-1. As you mentioned, a broken play to get things kick-started in the neutral zone. And the puck comes in, Kim sends it across, and the shot by Meyer Hipkins is what I remember us discussing on the broadcast. It wasn't much of a shot, he just kind of deflected it toward the goal. And I think it caught Lee a little bit off guard in the BC crease as it just sort of slid between his pads.
Yeah, definitely could be the taller goaltender not being used to this height. As I'm sure the parents of these players know, kids at this age start to grow like weeds.
Oh, yeah.
Needing to change pads, buy new equipment more than once a season, which obviously hurts the pocketbook a little bit. But the player's not used to that height, that newfound couple of extra inches, and that could have played into account, or it just could have been a luck of the draw, luck of the bounce.
Shots on goal after 2 periods are tied at 9 here at West Edmonton Mall. It looks like we aren't going to be able to get you that highlight here in this intermission. We will maybe be able to get to it in a few minutes. We will see what we can get to you.
But Mike, if you are Team BC, I think you need to keep with your point shots and get, as I discussed earlier, get those layers in front of the net. Have someone trying to do that flyby. Keep the goaltender's eyes unable to focus on the puck. And whether that results in a tip, that's great. Whether it finds a seeing eye shot all the way through, even better. But I think that's what BC needs to do. For Team Alberta, you've got the just as loud cheering section. Get those fans involved early. Get the flybys going. Get the handshakes going. Make sure those cowbells are as loud, as annoying as we find them. And you know what? Maybe drown out any energy that Vancouver has coming out of that locker room.
For Team BC, the first step has to be to avoid getting caught in that back and forth, recursive pattern of play that we saw in that second period, where it was Alberta bringing the puck in, BC just chipping it back out to center, and Alberta coming right back in.
Yeah, and it hurt them in the second period because it is that long change. You do have the shorter change here in the third, but still, failure to zone exit and failure to gain that zone entry at every level has been discussed. And we finally have that replay here up for...
All right, let's take a look here, as this one was early in the second period. The puck comes in, and it's Kim down the left side who fires it in front. And like you mentioned, Conrad, it's just not the shot that the player for Alberta, Meyer Hipkins, might have been looking for, but it works out all the same.
For sure. And you know what? looking at that, I think if he had gotten a real one-timer off, it might have gone off the cushions anyways. The curveball or changeup might have been the magic sauce on that.
And we're back now looking at ice level here at West Edmonton Mall at the Ice Palace as the Canucks return to the ice.
Their skate-on song, Thunderstruck. Oh, and it looks like we have Grant Shaw joining us. Our head of officiating has come all the way back. He did the first game, or Norm Shaw is back. Norm making sure that we have adequate officials here for this third period, where I'm sure these players will be flying.
Yep, finally back up to 2 officials here for this game at the Brick Invitational Hockey Tournament.
Norm gives us a bit of a smile, stretching those legs. I'm sure he's a little sore, having to do double duty today.
Now Alberta backhands the puck into the BC zone, and Boydell is back on it, sends it up the far side boards, and BC ships it into Alberta territory. On there for Team Alberta is Cohen St. Louis, who gets it up the near side. Hipkins can't find it. BC pressing now. That pass into the middle, unable to one-time it on goal was Gallagher. Alberta breaks it out. BC quickly sends it right back out to center.
For those of you wondering why we're mentioning Norm Shaw has been officiating this tournament since year 1, has been the head official for 31 different years.
And now Demansky deflects it into the Alberta zone, but he was on the wrong side of center. So it will be an icing call against the Canucks with 14:18 on the clock in this final frame of regulation.
Over 100 games refereed and officialed. Also has done games at the AHL and WHL level and gives us this wry little smile. I think he's a little tired here, but, you know, making sure that his officiating team has the coverage.
Indeed, and we're no stranger to long days here at the Brick Tournament, so we can empathize with Norm down there as there's a shot. Oh, and the rebound is sent just wide. No call on the play. Now it comes up top. Tilsley's drive deflects, and oh, it goes away from danger. That one was close for Team Alberta. And now BC's Tyson does not cross the red line, fires it all the way down the ice, and he doesn't understand why it's an icing call.
Yeah, I think he's used to the more lenient NHL style of the dump in. And we got a player in some discomfort on the BC bench. If my eyes don't deceive me, I think that's
Sullivan Shuker.
Yeah.
Well, we hope Shuker is all right. Now look out as BC's Jack Boydell goes crashing into the far side boards. He's still down, and he's really tangled up down there. Now he's back to his feet. Alberta chasing that puck. The fans here at West Edmonton Mall extremely loud for this one as now Tyson gets it ahead for Wall.
And just to take it from you here, Mike, we just want to wish hello to Matthew Hamilton in Winnipeg, watching his cousin on Team Alberta here on ASTV.
Yeah, thank you for joining us today, Matthew, and everybody watching us here on ASTV. As there's a long shot by Team BC that caroms into the far side corner. Alberta now on it. They chip it out to center, and down the left side, it's Martin. Easton Martin being hassled there by Jack Boydell. Alberta still with the puck in the O-zone. And now falling off the stick there of Damon Chinsky. Wall gets it ahead for Calvano. Calvano couldn't pull the trigger. Alberta up the near side, can't clear the zone. Now in their second try, Chinsky will direct it out to center. BC back on the puck, directed forward to Calvano, who comes in down the right side. Calvano tried to backhand it to his teammate. Instead, it was picked off there by Ian Kim. Now they're going to say that Alberta entered the offensive zone offside with 12:24 on the clock in this third period.
I just want to make another thank you to everyone who's watched all the way through the 2011 tournament. I know a lot of the players playing on the ice right now have given me fist bumps and said, we watched you all week. We watched every single match. So thank you to everyone who is watching here on ASTV. We wouldn't be here without you.
That's totally right, Conrad. And all the teams, congratulations again to the winners of our 2011 tournament as well. I believe it was the Rangers, was it not?
It was the Connecticut Junior Rangers taking it in overtime.
We weren't on the call for that game, but
You weren't.
You were. I wasn't, but the pair of us was not. And now a long shot by Alberta is gloved there by the BC goaltender Hugo Lee.
And looks almost over to a friend or a family member on the sidelines who gives him the thumbs up.
Alberta with the puck in the ozone, a sharp angle shot there, and again, Lee gets in front of it.
Lee, as we mentioned, has the old school Canucks side of his helmet and the new era Canucks on the other. Very unique design.
Shots favoring Team Alberta 3-0 in this third period so far. We'll see if Team BC can stem the flow a little bit here, as it's been all Team Alberta dating back to around the 3-minute mark of that second period. BC breaking it out. Tyson dumps it in, and giving chase is Liebel. Liebel couldn't find it. Alberta there first. Pass up the near side connects. They bring it out to center. Odie through the middle. Now White on it. White up top. Fires, and that one's blocked by Team BC.
Seems like the player is not worse for wear after the block.
Up top, it's Tilsley making moves. Tilsley fires. Pad save made there by Lee. Close call there for Team Alberta. And now Tyson sends it all the way down the ice. The goaltender out of his net to play it, but they're going to call it icing anyway. 10:56 to go in this third period.
Just a reminder, we are playing this tournament under Alberta minor hockey rules. So it might be a little bit different using that full no contact icing.
Seven Tyson is second icing of this third period. And now we are about to get back underway inside the BC zone.
So we did see Norm Shaw talking to a parent there. I wonder if he's talking to them about the parent code of contact, which I just found out we have.
Now down low in the BC zone. Alberta trying to come away with that puck. Comes up top. Alberta, a shot there is blocked en route. And now BC back on it. Sent up the near side for Ekremadula. Ekremadula can't clear. Alberta still trying to force the issue here and expand upon its 1-goal lead in this third period. Puck deflected just past the blue line, and BC trying to push it forward, but again, Alberta is just suffocating them.
Yeah, Mike, they're falling into that trap that you mentioned. Just getting it over the blue line and being happy with that.
Now Ekremadula trying to make something happen, but again, Alberta takes it away. They don't quite get to center, but nevertheless, they dump it in, and no icing is called on the play. And Wall is back on it. Wall almost lost control. Now it's sent over to the near side for Ekremadula. His pass over towards Teets doesn't quite connect as Teets had gone off for a change. BC dumps it in. St. Louis is back on it for Team Alberta. St. Louis rims it around. Kept alive by Team BC. Now it comes into the middle. Taking over there for Team Alberta is Merrick Fetter. This time icing will be called, and the faceoff will be inside the BC attacking zone.
This is an important faceoff for Team BC. You have not been able to establish zone time. You need to win this faceoff and begin the cycle. Oh boy. As you don't want to go into the last beyond here with the game still 1-0.
And you can put up a shots on goal counter on our broadcast of the last time BC took a shot in this one. It's been quite a while. They've been stuck at 9 there, I think, since midway through that second period.
Yeah, it's a stifling forecheck from Team Alberta.
And forced the turnover again. Hipkins couldn't get the shot on goal. And now BC finally gets it up to center, but Gallagher overskates the puck. It's chipped in. Alberta has a delayed offside, so they've got a tag up at the blue line. BC, lots of time to bring it out. They send it up the near side. That pass was tipped away by Tilsley. Back on it is Gillespie. Gillespie through the middle. That pass is out of reach. Goes all the way down the ice, and that will be icing called against Team Alberta.
Couldn't get it done last time. Second verse, same as the first. Need to take advantage of the icing.
Face-off upcoming inside the Alberta zone. BC has not tested the Alberta goaltender, Dylan LaValle, in quite some time. We'll see if that changes, but Alberta wins the face-off in their own end. And they get it out to center one more time. Down the near side, skating after it is White. White cutting in, fires, scores!
Just sneaks 5-hole. Second time today that has happened. And the Alberta flag waving down in their corner. 2-0, Brick, Alberta. And oh, what's cool, it looks like we do have some of the 2011s who have stuck around to cheer on this team.
Team Brick Alberta takes a 2-0 lead off that sharp side goal by Carter White between the wickets of Hugo Lee. And what looked like it might be tough for BC to come back from is quickly looking very, very difficult, as it's hard to imagine them playing like this and even getting another shot on goal.
Yeah, it's a rocky mountain to climb.
We'll see what happens here as Alberta looking to break the puck out. They fire it just out to center ice, and BC's back on it.
It'll take a real whistler to beat this goaltender from Team Alberta.
Indeed it will, and Alberta back on it. They send it up the middle. It's received there by Rowan Odie, who gets it out for White. White jamming away at it. Now it's backhanded down the ice by Tash, and again, that will be icing against Team Vancouver. It's hard to keep track of how many icings they've had in this third period, but it's been a lot.
And there's some visible frustration coming out for Team BC. There's players sitting on the bench, and the only player really trying to get them back in this one, that was number 4, Lucas Pandowchuk, trying to bang the boards, trying to inject that little bit of energy into the team.
Yeah, Lucas Pandowchuk just sort of saying, come on guys, let's go. And the rest of his team would do well to take notice, as it's been really tough sledding for BC late in this one. Here comes Ekromadula down the left side. Ekromadula is angled off nicely by St. Louis. Now sends it in front and forces the goaltender LaValle to make a save.
There's your shot on net.
Good work by Ekromadula. Now Wall sends it over to the right side. Boydell picks it up. Finally, some offensive zone time for BC. A shot there to flex out of play. And there will be a face-off with 7:07 to play in the third period. Now we'll take a look at our screen for the goal. The second one scored by Alberta.
Just get across that blue line cleanly. Yeah, and just sneak it 5-hole. Immediately saw the goaltender look down between his legs, wondering where that hole came from.
Exactly where Carter White wanted to put that one for Team Alberta. He makes it a 2-0 lead for them in this third period. Sent up the near side. Wall keeps it in, fires it toward the far corner, but Alberta gets there first. Now BC chasing after it. With it down low is Yachkin. Yachkin helped out there by Nolan Gallagher. Now Alberta takes it away. They get it to the line, but not out. Kept in by Boydell. Now Alberta sends it all the way down the ice. They're going to say no icing on the play.
Went off the skate of the BC defender.
Now over to the near side. BC finds it. They get it to the line and out. Chasing after it is Tilsley. Tilsley against Calvano. Tilsley stops up. Nice little play there. And now he fires a pass that's picked off by BC. Now Alberta steals it right back and out to center. They break in. A shot there from up top. Kick save made by Lee. Down low. BC goes D to D and over to the near side. Trying to find it is Jordan Tash. Alberta takes it away. A shot there and a save made by Lee to deny Team Alberta's Damon Chinsky.
Great job by Lee to get down in that butterfly, make his torso as big as he can, bouncing that puck right off that circular Canucks logo on his chest.
5:56 remaining in this third period. Team BC needs 2. They only have 1 shot in this period so far. Shots favoring Alberta 16-10.
They have been getting more and more zone time. Maybe that will build the confidence that can lead to getting this game a little bit closer.
St. Louis picks it up at center, takes a spill, BC after it. Here's Calvano. Calvano, and now Alberta's players swarm over to the near side to try and stifle any chance of a BC attack. But it's picked up, a long shot there by That one was by Demansky. Bounces on goal, and LaValle swallows it up.
Hey, forcing a save. That's sometimes the best you can do. Put the puck on net, hope for a couple bounces.
At the very least, force an offensive zone face-off, and they win it. Comes up high for Wall. Wall's long shot goes off the cage of Chinsky and deflects into the far corner.
No, blown tire.
Alberta brings it out to center, but it's fired right back in by Jack Boydell.
That was a great play by the back-checking forward for number 9. That's Alexander Yachkin.
Now BC forces a turnover. They've got the puck in the offensive zone. Comes up top. Boydell with it. Boydell through traffic sends it down low for Yachkin. Yachkin from the right side. Can't get it past the Alberta defense. And now it's sent back out to center ice where Boydell stops up and fires it. But BC touches it offside.
Finally getting some zone time and getting some dangerous chances, putting the pressure on and not just letting Alberta have its run with the puck. Looks like Alberta now has a siren to compete with BC's.
And now the puck is dumped in. Alberta back on it. With it there is Gillespie. Up the far side, keeping it at the point for BC is Shuker. Alberta looking to break it out through the middle. Now it's backhanded over to the far side. We're giving chase as Klimke. On it first for BC is Shuker, who gets it out to center. Alberta, quick reverse there. Brought in down the right side by Martin. Martin down low, loses control, but now the BC player falls, and Alberta trying to jar it free. Scrum forms below the goal line, taken away now by Team Alberta, reverse down low, and Tash sends it over to Mason Liebel. Liebel, that pass deflected in by Gallagher, just wide of the goal, and now back on it is St. Louis. St. Louis passes it up ahead. Alberta chips it out to safety. Now Wall sends it forward. Giving chase after it for Team BC is 7 Tyson. Kept in by BC at the point. Now it's Tyson. Tyson shoots. That one's blocked by St. Louis.
Got to give up the body to block the shots. Trying to keep a certain scoreline intact.
Now a shot is stopped there by the goaltender Dylan LaValle, and it's sent all the way down the ice by Team Alberta. Icing is called with 3:08 on the clock in this third period.
With 3:08 on the clock, I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see the BC Canucks take a timeout here as soon as this puck gets down all the way. And no, it doesn't seem like they will. Seems like they'll be happy with their players on the ice to go for this last 3 minutes.
Demansky set to take the face-off as Shaw, the referee, goes over to hand some debris back to the spectators.
It's no Tim Hortons coffee.
No, it's not. And now it's sent down low. Team Alberta back to retrieve it. Sent up the near side, and now it deflects to center. Team Alberta gives chase. Kim is after it. Kim has help in the form of Chinsky. Chinsky's shot deflects. Oh, and now it's knocked away by BC. Close call there for Team Alberta. Now it's Tyson into the zone.
All alone.
7 Tyson down low, but it's taken away quickly by Team Alberta. Alberta looks to clear, and they will, just barely out across the blue line. Now it's carried there by Meyer Hipkins. Hipkins on the backhand, looks up top. Hipkins is upended there, and now Team BC looks to clear. Down the near side, poking it forward there is Teets. Teets down low, in front, sharp angle shot, deflects wide.
Nearly pulled the same shot that Johnny Gaudreau used in the playoffs to advance in their first round matchup, banking it off the goaltender.
Down low, Team Alberta tries a wraparound. That one's turned aside by Lee. Skating onto it now, a backhand shot. Oh, that one went just through the crease. That one was up the stick of Jackson Kramer. Over to the near side, Team Alberta looking to keep it in. They send it down low. On it there is Jackson Kramer. Kramer loses control, and BC gets it out to center. Giving chase is Yashkin, but Alberta takes over down the left side. That was a close play at the blue line. Now St. Louis has it down low. Oh, he rings it off the side of the post.
Alberta just having to keep the puck in their offensive zone. make sure that they can't pull the goaltender.
Icing not called in the play. 1:21 to go in this third period. BC needs 2. Alberta sends it over to the near side. BC is going to keep it in. It's Wall. Wall fires, and a save is made by LaValle. And now let's see if the goaltender heads to the bench for Team BC.
They doesn't look like team. Oh, they will take a timeout. Timeout, BC Canucks. This will likely be where we see the goaltender hop over the boards for an extra attacker, needing 2.
So the BC Junior Canucks have called their timeout in this game. Just over a minute remaining in regulation time. It's Team Alberta leading this one 2-0. And they have controlled the play since about the beginning of that second period. As my broadcast partner Conrad Krausert starts to fill out his 3-star sheet.
Be sure to stick around after the game to hear me interview our 3 stars.
Shots in this one favoring Team Alberta 16-13. 1:08 is on the clock. And Lee is going to return to his net, so it will remain 5-on-5 here.
That seems like a poor decision to me.
We will remain with both goaltenders on the ice. Face-off upcoming. Teets lining up to take it for BC. And it is indeed a one by the Canucks. Up top, Boydell keeps it alive, goes D-to-D. And now a long shot there is chipped toward the goal, but knocked down by Alberta. They get it out to center, a 2-on-1. Here's a 2-on-1 for Alberta. Into the middle, and nice defensive play by Boydell there to break it up. Now it's sent down low. BC after it with 45 seconds on the clock. And now they bring it out to center. Again, the goaltender remains between the pipes. Demansky's shot is sent wide. Now Teets. Teets lost control. Alberta brings it back out to center. Down the right side is Kramer, who's upended. Now from his backside, it's Wall who advances it forward. Tilsley can't get it past Gallagher. And now it's kept in by Wall. Wall's long shot knocked down by St. Louis. 15 seconds on the clock, and finally the goaltender goes to the bench. My goodness. On goal, a shot. They score! BC on the board with 7.7 on the clock. But is it too little too late for the Canucks?
Likely is, but it is a good momentum builder heading into their next game tomorrow.
I believe that was Tyson Teets who got that one between the wickets of the goaltender, Dylan LaValle, who was 7.7 seconds away from a shutout here at the 33rd annual Brick Tournament. Oh, that's got to be a rotten feeling for the Alberta goaltender. And now Team Brick Alberta will call timeout. Now, Conrad, what do you make of Team BC waiting until 15 seconds left in the third period to pull their goaltender?
I am not a fan.
Yeah.
I'm the Patrick Waugh method. Get them out as soon as you can.
Well, it seems at that point, why even bother?
Yeah, it certainly feels that way.
Yeah, I'm not sure I understand that methodology, but it seems to work out at least in the short term, but I'm not sure they've given themselves enough time to get back into this one. It's 7.7 seconds on the clock. It would have to take nothing short of, honestly, a miracle, because the players at this end, it might take them 7 seconds to break in. That's just the nature of this age group.
It is. Has to be a question heading forwards.
Ready for the face-off at center ice. A couple of the Alberta players switch positions. Teets, the goal scorer, lining up. It's won by Alberta. Sent all the way down the ice. It deflects, and they're going to call icing on the play. 1.5 seconds on the clock. It sure looked to me like that puck deflected off the helmet of an Alberta player, but nevertheless, there will be an offensive zone draw, and it looks like they're going to put some extra time on the clock. here in this third period.
I guess I'm not handing off my 3 stars quite yet. We'll see if BC can bang this puck home.
This has been an utterly bizarre finish to this hockey game. Now they have 15 minutes up on the clock. That's a bit too much.
I'm guessing it'll likely be 15 seconds.
No. It can't be 15 seconds. It was down at 1.5. It's not going to be 3:05 either. I'm not sure what they're going to call here, but
They'll probably put 4 seconds on the board.
maybe something like that.
Might be hard to put milliseconds up on the way this board is set up.
3.5. Okay, so that's a bit more time than I was expecting for BC. And the Alberta coach is not very happy with it. We'll see if BC is able to get a quick shot here.
Might just be a shot off the drop of the puck and then crash the net.
Face-off upcoming. It's poked forward. Alberta takes over, and that'll do it.
A strange ending to a very good game.
And now after the whistle, the BC player, Alexander Iachkin, sends the puck toward the Alberta goal. Just another sign of frustration by BC as they fall 2-1 here in this game in the 33rd annual Brick Invitational.
There's going to be some questions raised, I think, by fans and supporters of the BC fans, but you know what? The team that controlled the majority of the game won the game.
Yeah.
I'm going to head down and get ready for my 3-star interviews. Mike, you can take this one home.
Thank you, Conrad. One more time, the final score in this one for the BC Junior Canucks. They fall 2-1 to Team Brick Alberta in this game on this Monday afternoon at the 33rd annual Brick Invitational Tournament. Shots on goal ultimately favoring Team Brick Alberta 16-14, with the winning goaltender for Team Alberta being number 60, Dylan LaValle. So glad to have had you with us here on ASTV, here at this game at the 33rd annual Brick Invitational Tournament. I'm Mike Gould here for Conrad Krausert. We'll mention that this game was brought to you by the Brick Warehouse LLP. They have a location selling furniture, of course, here at West Edmonton Mall, so we encourage you all to go check them out if you're here in Edmonton. And we will stand by for Conrad as he will talk to our 3-star selections down at ice level. For now, I'm Mike Gould signing off here from West Edmonton Mall's Ice Palace. Thank you for joining us here for this game between Teams Brick Alberta and the BC Junior Canucks. It's Alberta taking a 2-1 win here on home ice. Thank you one more time, and wherever you are, have an excellent rest of your Monday. Thank you for tuning in to the Brick Invitational Tournament.
Today's game between Team Brick Alberta and the BC Junior Canucks is sponsored by the Brick Warehouse. And today's 3 stars, our 3rd star, from Team Brick Alberta, number 9, Maya Hedges.
Michael, Czechoslovakia.
Today's 2nd star from the BC Junior Canucks, number 98, Tyson Davis. And today's 1st star from Team Brick Alberta, number 16, Carter White. They're having
Hi, this is Conrad Krauser, your color commentator, and I'm standing here with Meyer Hipkins. Meyer scored a goal in this game, but your team really started to dominate starting that second period. How would you say the whole team played a complete game today?
I think we just played really good and started off good, and great game by all our my teammates.
So what did you see on that goal? It almost looked like it wasn't the shot you wanted on it, but it made its way through.
No, my stick got caught on my skates, but luckily it made its way through. But
For sure, I'll let you start your celebrations because we only got here, but I'll let you start the celebration. Congratulations on a great game.
thanks.
All right, now it's going to be Tyson Tights. Tyson, you made it close there at the end of the game, and your team had to battle hard in their defensive zone. What can you say about the whole team?
We did okay, but if we want to win this, we have to step it up.
For sure, but it certainly is a tough opponent. People look at this Team Brick Alberta team and say, you know what, they're the favorite. They got the fans in their stands, but your fans got loud in the corner. What can you say to all your fans in the corner, those watching at home?
I'm just really happy to be here, and thanks for coming to watch me.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Room and start thinking about what tomorrow. You got the join your first Carter White. Carter. The second period didn't allow a single shot until midway through the third. A complete team game or what?
It was a pretty complete team game, but I think we could have played better. But it was a really good game.
For sure. Popped home the game winner in this one. What can you say about scoring on this really unique ice surface with all those fans behind the net?
It was really fun to hear all the fans screaming and stuff, and it was really cool being able to play on this ice.
And you know, back in the 80s, the Oilers used to practice on this ice. Are you hoping to bring that back when you make it to the NHL team to this ice? So it won't be the last time we see or hear of you. And I hope you and your team can go celebrate this one and get ready for tomorrow.
Thank you.
And that's it for myself, Connor, color commentator here at ALBERTA. Hopefully you'll tune in for more games. And that's all for today's post-game comments. Thank you.